Dr. Yogesh Chandana. He confirmed from his busy schedule. He is the Evaluation Commissioner for the International Accreditation Organization. We have with our Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Ripuranjan Sinha, Dr. Priyadarshi Nayak, and Dr. Ajay Bajpai, the Senior Manager from Tata Motors. Back 2012, the two students, Dr. Keshi Motifonwa and Dr. Foiti Motifonwa, they were completing their PhD from India, the natives of basically Kingdom of Tonga and residing in New Zealand. So they had completed their studies, they were close friends of us, and they were traveling back to their country. So we decided how we stay connected. Because at that moment, there was only one university functioning in Kingdom of Tonga, that was University of South Pacific. USP has got the campuses in all the 12 islands. The South Pacific is made up of 12 islands, 12 countries, and it is having its campuses. But they don't get complete education in Kingdom of Tonga. They have to move on for their final year of education or for their master's qualification to Australia, New Zealand, or US. So seeing the potential, seeing our relation with the students, we decided we gave the proposal to the government for setting up the university in Kingdom of Tonga, and it was named as the Commonwealth Vocational University because we wanted to cover up all the Commonwealth countries. That was the reason we came up with the name Commonwealth Vocational University. 2014, the proposal was sanctioned and we were invited to set up the university. So this is a factual university having a proper infrastructure, a proper campus in Kingdom of Tonga. So when we visited in November 2014 for the first time, we had a meeting with the higher authorities over there, the government over there, the government officials over there, and we discussed on various parameters on setting up the universities. Things materialized and we got the all permissions and we were about to start in 2016. Now, the thing is that when we are talking about Kingdom of Tonga, when we are talking about that there was only one university. We were basically the first native university. USP, the University of South Pacific, is functioning long back, but it is having its campus main base in Fiji. They were a foreign university operating in Tonga. So we were the first university to get an approval to set up a university as a native university. So TNQB was not having that material how we have to go ahead with setting up of the university. So what they did was they took up the parameters, the guidelines from Australia and New Zealand for setting up a university. So 2016 we went ahead for setting up the university. We did the inauguration at the hands of the then Prime Minister Akilisi Poiva, and we formally inaugurated the university. We wanted to start the operations in May 2016 itself. We went ahead with all the things, but it couldn't be materialized because we were not following or we were not up to the parameters set by them for the Australian and New Zealand parameters. So they gave us the guidelines that these are the requirements, this is how you have to go ahead, and then you can start functioning the university. So as per their requirements, we laid down the foundation of the universities. We were with the Education Minister, Penissimini Fifita, and the building was completed in 2018. The population of the entire country is 110,000. The entire population of the country is 110,000, and similar population like around 110,000, 120,000 population is staying in Australia, New Zealand, and US. So as to cater the needs of 110,000, we don't require a very huge campus. So as per the requirements, norms given by the TNQB, Tongan National Quality Accreditation Board, we have UGC in India, we have TNQB over there. As per their requirements, we have set up the campus over there. This campus was inaugurated in 2018, and we were told this is our board, the CVU board, Commonwealth Vocational University Board, which is functioning in Kingdom of Tonga with the university operations going on. This is the TNQB board. This is the TNQB meeting which we have practically attended. Reaching to Kingdom of Tonga requires minimum 24 hours. Means it's not that we take one journey at one stretch, we reach over there. It's not like that. First, we have to reach either Fiji, Australia or New Zealand. There are only 3 flights coming into Kingdom of Tonga. So either we have to reach Fiji, Australia or New Zealand, and from there we take another flight to Kingdom of Tonga. So it takes minimum 24 hours to reach over there. Practically from 2014, we make at least 2 visits from India to Kingdom of Tonga to see that things go on in a proper and smooth manner. So we have been attending this TNQB meeting wherein all the policies and the decisions are taken for the higher education. Now, as I have already mentioned that we are with TNQB, we are blessed to have with us Dr. Yogesh Chandana, and through his guidance, what we have done is there are 6 regional bodies in US who give the accreditation to the foreign universities to operate, and we are very fortunate that we have got the one letter from the Middle States Commission on Higher Education from US, and the certificates, the diplomas, the graduations, the post-graduations, the PhDs will be accepted in the US. But US goes by territory wise, so we have got one certificate at this current moment. As per the requirement of the locals over there and our capacities, we have tried to work in the area where we have the expertise, and we have been operating with the BBA, BCA, MBA courses, and we have got a very unique concept of DBA, PhD by publication, and the traditional PhD. Like in India, we are concerned with only one traditional method of PhD, but if you travel to Europe or we travel to the South Pacific, you find the other methods of doing the PhD. These 3 years PhD programs we are also offering. Now, before going to this part, I would like to inform that why we are doing the honoris causa. Like today, many of the candidates will be honored with the honoris causa doctorate. Like I said, we have a population of only 110,000 in Kingdom of Tonga. The resources are available in abundance, but how to utilize the resources is a big task. So what our university is doing through our coordinators, through our partners, is identifying the unique talents in India and other countries who can be helpful for us in the future, who will guide, who will mentor our students in Kingdom of Tonga at various levels. So that is the reason why we have various partners who identify unique talents. This talent is not that we are going to honor you today and forget it. It is not like that. We stay connected with you. We stay connected in the sense that we have given a direct letter to each and every one that whenever you want to travel to Kingdom of Tonga, you are always welcome. You have to just book your flight tickets. We will arrange for your visa from our side. We will make your stay arrangements from the university side, that is in Kingdom of Tonga, for 4 nights, 5 nights, whatever you are comfortable, you are always invited. Apart from education, we have many opportunities like in the fishing, in the aviation sector, in the tourism sector. So if anyone is welcome with any other proposals for development in Kingdom of Tonga, is always and most welcome. So this is it. I welcome you all to Kingdom of Tonga in Commonwealth Vocational University family. Thank you. We will be proceeding to our next part, conferring the honoris causa doctorate. So I request all the candidates who are being conferred today to get into their attire. Thank you.